Alistair, welcome to ACA TV. We thought with one of the big events in cricket coming up, it'd be an opportune time to get your views and catch up with you again. I imagine it's a pretty exciting one.
Oh, absolutely. We've got the world on our doorstep and very much looking forward to the tournament kicking off on Saturday.
We've got a lot of our members involved, not just players, but also those that are acting in coaching and consultant capacities.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the things about the World Cup. It embraces past and current players and brings the cricket community together in great celebration of our game.
So we've got some of our former players actually doing some work with those in enemy camps. It's a bit controversial.
Yeah, I think it's just testament to how good our system is in regard to developing players, and then getting some local knowledge for the touring teams is all important as well in a tournament like this. So we hope that it don't give too many secrets away.
It's been a pretty busy summer already. How have you viewed the build-up to this event?
It's been a massive summer, obviously, with the Phil Hughes incident in Indian Test Series, and then the Big Bash rating higher than ever on TV and capacity crowds, and now we move into World Cup. It's been a pretty gruelling schedule for the players, but it's definitely meant that it's been a full summer of cricket and it's dominated the sporting landscape.
As opposed to a lot of the, I suppose, usual ODI series, this one really seems to have captured the enthusiasm, not just of the fans, but the players themselves seem to have really steeled themselves for this one.
Absolutely. I think when you start seeing some of those past games on TV and some of the legends come back and you realise just how much the World Cup means to the nation, I think that's why people engage, because they're able to look back and reminisce and of maybe losses that were regrettable 20 years ago when the World Cup was here, and also times that we've won with the great players that we've had.
Our Aussie men's team has had a pretty decent preparation. They've had a strong showing in the recent Carlton Mid one-day series. What have you liked about them?
I think I was really impressed, them beating South Africa before Christmas last year in the ODI series. I think they showed a real will to win and a real balance in regard to their batters and bowlers and their all-rounders. I think, unfortunately, James Faulkner's injury has probably pulled back a little bit of our strength there, but I think there's a really good balance and good spread of talent across the team that knows how to win.
And there's been quite a lot made of Michael Clarke's injury and his fight to make the team. How have you viewed that?
Oh, I think it's he's the ultimate professional, and he's trying as hard as he can to hit the required date and hopefully hold that World Cup up come the end of March. So we wish him well, and he's an important part of the team.
With such a long tournament, the depth of squads becomes really important.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's why they've gone, in the build-up, they've got a good cross-section of all-rounders. I think it's good that Glenn Maxwell's coming into form because he can obviously play that spinner role. And then also we've got some proven top-order batters that are in good form in David Warner and Aaron Finch that can really get us into the game early and potentially take us away early in games.
There's no doubt there's a lot of teams that have really had a strong build-up and have set themselves the task of taking home this crown. Who do you see as the big threats to Australia?
I think Pool A is an interesting one. I think with Sri Lanka and New Zealand and obviously Australia. I think New Zealand are going to do really well over there in their home grounds, and they've had some really solid hit-outs against Sri Lanka in the lead-up. Obviously Brendan McCullum's an absolute superstar, so I think New Zealand are going to have a really solid tournament. Obviously South Africa with AB de Villiers and a couple of key players there that can win games off their own bat. And then there'll always be a smoky in a World Cup, whether it's Ireland or whoever it is. I think it'll be interesting to see who can provide that upstart performance.
The Big Bash, BBL4, was another big hit amongst the players and the fans. Was it something that you were able to get along to?
Yes, no, snuck over to, and obviously I watched a lot of it on TV as well. I think became part of people's daily ritual of watching Test match cricket during the day and then enjoying some Big Bash at night. So I think they're nearly averaging nearly under 1 million viewers, record crowds, and I think the players put on a great show.
And Steve Smith just capped what's been an incredible 12 months.
Amazing, amazing ability to focus and make runs. I think it's fantastic and great for all cricketers to aspire to, and I hope he takes that through into the World Cup and for years to come. Sean Abbott, Jason Behrendorff, and of course Meg Lanning, who's made herself into a fantastic cricketer and sports person. All have had fantastic years and were worthy winners of the medals that were related and the awards that are related to the ACA.
The past player, game and personal development program continues to go from strength to strength. How important is this program to our past players?
Yeah, it's absolutely critical. I mean, we've got a number of membership services that we can offer our past members, but now it just builds on the top of that with recently completed health fair days in Brisbane, one coming up in Melbourne. There's over 600 game development clinics listed, and it's a fantastic way for past first-class cricket players to be able to come in and contribute to the current game and be engaged in it.
And there's more benefits being offered than ever before to these players, which I'm sure they appreciate.
Absolutely, and that's something we encourage them to continue to pursue, whether it's the health benefits or the game development clinics that they can do. I think it's a fantastic offering and one that we're keen to continue to build over time.
What's been the feedback from some of the members that are involved with these respective programs?
Well, it's very much around appreciation of what's been offered, and then also being able to be engaged back in the game and being asked to be engaged back in the game, whether it's from a game development point of view and actually giving back some experience and skills that they've learned to some younger people, is an important thing in regard to the overall benefit of the game, but even from their own personal point of view.
And with the big clash coming up, just getting back to the World Cup, Australia v England at the MCG, a place that, well, if you didn't make it your own, you certainly had the enjoyment of running out in front of some big crowds before. Any thoughts for the guys as they head into this big game?
Oh, I think it's just the ACA are very much totally behind them, as the whole nation is, and I think it's just a fantastic way to kick off the tournament, beating the Poms at the MCG. So good luck to them all, and for the rest of the tournament as well.
Alistair, thanks for being with us. We look forward to our next catch-up, and here's to a great World Cup.
Thanks very much.